a space opera. Space, a word with many definitions. Joosten explored and described many types of space in his book Species of Spaces and Other Pieces. This will be my starting point, because I will try to find the optimal space. In order to find the optimal space, we will first have to define what a space is. This is a possible complete space, a combination of different types of space together forming a complete space. However, this is only one possible complete space. Many other versions of this space can exist, but it's how you divide the types of space. To illustrate this, I will assume for now that a possible space has 5 elements. These elements are horizontal space, shared space, blocked space, leaving the space, and vertical outer space. A change of one element of the complete space will result in a new complete space, since by changing one element of the complete space, the space is not the same as the original element, so it's a new complete space. So how do we find the optimal space? Let's take a look at the existing space with its 5 elements we just defined. Theoretically, infinite versions of this space can exist, but in reality only one of these possibilities will exist at any given point in time. Since an infinite version of spaces can exist, one of these infinite possibilities will be the optimal space, which we are looking for. So now, through reasoning, we know that every version of the complete space consists of elements of every single type of space. 2, that the optimal space exists. And 3, that by changing the elements of space, you can create new spaces. So, from this we can conclude that there must be a transformation of elements that results into the optimal space. Now can you think this is nice and all, but what does it mean? It means that to find the optimal space, you have to consider every single type of space. So let's take a spacewalk. Horizontal 2D space is already cramped. So why not look up? Look down. Look outside your space. Get lost in space. There's open space, closed space, empty space, forbidden space, personal space, inner space, outer space, shared space, observed space, a lack of space, the space of the moment, just to name a few. So, after considering every single type of space, the optimal space will reveal itself. This, however, is not a simple task, because there are many types of space to consider. But I believe it can be done. And by doing this, also this space opera will have an outcome.